So what we're going to cover now are thrusts. So these are sort of straight knife thrusts to the midsection, to the chest, to the neck. So this is where the grip is normal, blade up, finger, thumb up in the same direction. So these are coming straight in here. These can also turn to this kind of a stab, straight in, chest, throat. Okay, so the first one is a simple avoidance. He's going to come straight in with the knife, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my body and simply direct the knife past me. As it's coming past me, I'm going to grab the wrist. I'm going to grab his hand for a wrist pattern. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting right thumb right on the back of his hand, fingers here. And when I make this capture, I want to pull him forward to throw him off balance a little bit. And then I'm going to completely change direction, take him down. Okay? Now, I can take him down right here and disarm him if I want to. I can step on his head at this point. The full technique on this, though, is I'm going to do a double rotation of his arm so that I can turn him all the way over on his stomach. So as he comes in here, once I have him in the stomach, it's simple to drop onto the back of his arm and take the knife away from him. Okay. So let's do that one more time. Okay, nice. Okay, so the next is actually the same exact type of stab, but this is a little bit different and more effective if the person is basically making multiple stab attempts. And if he's transitioning from this to more of a slashing attack or a side stab. So what we're going to do here is we're not going to just attack this hand. I'm going to attack the shoulder at the same time. That's going to take a lot of power out of this thrust to begin with, okay? If he gets that at a certain point, when he gets above the point where I can comfortably block with my hand down, and you'll see from the technique why it's important for the hand down. So once his hand gets up here, then we need to transition to one of the techniques we have other videos, which is attack with a thumb up, fingers up, strike here, right. In any event, once it gets this high, we've got to use one of these techniques. So if he just makes one thrust here, that's the block, okay? If he makes multiple attacks to my midsection, and I promise you he's not liking this right now, right? It hurts to have that done. I can actually keep you off me for a pretty long time doing that. But there's only so long until you actually get through, okay? So what you're looking for on this technique here is to, now, I could also, on every one of these strikes, be hitting with your palm strike or a fist at the same time I'm doing this block, and it may knock you out, it may knock you back, okay? What I'm looking for here is the opportunity to transition so that I grab the back of your arm, pull you forward, at the same time I'm pushing forward with this arm, okay? And what I'm looking for here is this motion right here, where I control your arm, both hands on your shoulder, my elbow inside your elbow. Go ahead, try to stab me. Right, very difficult. I can release, control the head. I can throw a knee to his head right here. I've got full control over him right here. And then I can simply reach over, collapse the hand, and take the knife out. Okay? This also works if he's transitioning to attempting to sort of slash me low. Low. Yeah. Okay. Again. disarm with the disarmable of the knife. Okay? So, for me, the easiest thing on this thing is to go immediately from here all the way in and come over. Some people will take an intermediate step where they come in and they capture here first to start with. So they can throw the knee. So go ahead and try to stab me. Right? You might be able to nick me, but you're not going to kill me. But from here, a lot of people, they do this, and then they transition to the original position that I had here. Let's turn around and do this at a different angle. So, is your arm okay?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, well, if someone attacks you with their arm bent, this is a little bit different technique, which we'll cover a little bit later. If they're coming in low, straight here, this technique works when you're able to block with your hand down, okay? Because from here, I'm going to shoot in here, right? So the motion to stop this sort of these repeated thrusts is I'm going to grab behind the arm. I'm going to pull with this arm as I push forward with this arm. So here, I control the head. I can knee him in the head to knock him out. Just collapse the hand to take away the knife. Okay. So why don't you go ahead now? Just do repeated thrusts and we'll. Okay. Here, capture the head, knee to the head, knee to the head. Collapse and take the knife away. Okay. The intermediate step, that I'll show it from this angle so people can see it, is when you're coming in, so when you're making this thrust, so here, so when I block and I'm coming in, what some will do is come in and capture here first. Then they can throw a knee to the liver, knee to the groin, and then transition into the lock that I went immediately to. I don't care what people do, whatever people feel comfortable with. But this is very effective against this sort of crazy knife attack, okay? If somebody comes in with their arm bent, so if they transition from this to now something like, so they're coming in here high with their arm bent, this is actually a pretty easy disarm. So when they're coming in here with their arm bent, you stop here, you're going to actually come underneath here and strike upward and capture that wrist with both hands. Here, there's not a whole lot he can do, okay? He's pretty much stuck. I could take him down now. To add to this, I could step forward here, and I'm not going to do this because it won't hurt your knee, but I could take him down here. It's even easier if in this thrust he steps forward, and I get my foot behind his leg. So now, it's very easy takedown, okay? So if the thrusts are coming in higher, you really have two choices. If that knife is coming in, I can deflect the knife so that I'm on the outside of your arm, or I can deflect your knife so that I'm on the inside of your arm. Okay, so if I back to the camera, so if you come forward, I have this choice. So what I want to do here is I'm parrying or guiding this knife away from me. I'm basically turning my body here, okay? If you're coming in with that, I'm basically letting the knife pass me here, okay? So the first will be let's face this direction. The first is the inside. So when he comes in here, I'm going to deflect, and I'm immediately going to, I'm going to have this hand right underneath. I'm immediately going to switch hands, step in here, and strike with an elbow. Okay? I can also strike with the knee here. What I'm going to do is step out, rotate so his palm is up, start the disarm, and strike him in the groin. So again, strike here, knee, up, collapse the hand, groin kick. Let's do it from the other angle. Strike. Knee to the groin, palm up, groin strike. So this the key to this is the deflection, and then and this arm gives you a little added protection because you've got this cross, but the transition here and the strike here are really important. That's going to really knock him back. Knee here, and when you turn him up here, very easy to get that knife out. Okay. If I want to deflect the knife in the other direction and being the outside of the arm, same thing, I'm going to guide it here. I'm going to grab the arm with this hand here, strike with a back fist. Chances are when I do this, and that's how he's going to be looking at me. So I can do a palm strike. I can basically do a ridge hand strike to the throat. I can hammer fist, whatever I want to do. There are lots of strike options I have at this point. Once I do that, I'm going to transition back to controlling the arm here. If I want to, I can strike him again, and then I'm going to use that same disarm. So from the other angle, it would be easier for people to see. So he comes in here, strike. I can strike with the elbow here. I'm in close enough now, I can even strike him on the back of the head with the elbow. I'm going to control this arm. I'm going to step out, strike with the groin. Okay. Strike, strike, strike. Control the arm. And take the groin kick. Okay. So one more time from the other angle. So here. Okay, so it's straight here. So this arm is going to come straight in, control the arm at the same time. I'm going to strike, elbow here. Then this is going to come down. So now I've got both hands on this arm here. I'm even behind here, so if I want to, I can even buckle his leg with my knee. Grab the hand, I'm going to turn out, collapse the hand, strike in the groin. Okay? So the other stabs that you have to contend with are if you're basically facing the camera and somebody comes in from the side and decides to go at you from either of these two side angles here. All right? So if somebody is coming in from this side angle here, the easiest thing to do, of course, is because the natural motion is to bring my arm down. So blocking down, capture the arm here, strike with the palm here, grab the hand, step out, strike with the groin, and disarm. So again here, turn, strike, strike, strike. So we turn the other direction. And then comes in here, strike, strike, oh sorry, strike, control the hand, step out, kick, and take the knife away. If it's coming in from the other direction, here, well, same hand, so you're right. So this is, so the defense on that, if it turned out you were lefty attacking from this side, then it's the same thing, because you're basically, the knife is in front of me, so I'm going to block it backwards, control the hand, okay? But from here, if you're coming in, it's kind of difficult for me to block the knife in that direction because there's a good chance I'm going to get stabbed here. Okay. So for here, the defense is I'm going to block here, like we did in the others. I'm going to strike here, but then I'm going to step in with this grip here and trap you in this grip, and then transition to this knee, and then the knife disarm. All right? So if we come over here, we change directions. So it's coming in here, strike here, trap the arm, turn, now so that you're more firmly in my grip, strike here, until enough times I feel like I'm safe to reach back, pull away the knife. All right? Okay. So those are 4 simple ways to basically deal with the straight thrust that's coming in. And another alternative, if they decide to turn this into sort of a bent arm attack here, you've got that easy takedown as well. Okay? So that basically will conclude the straight thrust. Okay? All right. Thanks.